Good morning, everybody. I'm going to do a makeup tutorial video on a everyday look. Today I'm going to use a different eye palette than what I've been using. But I'm still going to use the same foundation and everything. So like I said, this is the first step I always have here, just because I can put all my makeup on it and it's just nice. And what I always do, I always prep my skin first. I'm a little tired, I got off late last night. So like I said, I use my, Prep and Prime by MAC, and I use Radiant Rose. They do have a yellow or undertone, like I said, anything yellow washes me out. Put that much on, and that much will cover my entire face. This will help the foundation stay on all day, so if you guys can use whatever kind of primer you like. This is just one that I've been using for a while and just really love. And next I'm going to do my Pore Minimizer by Benefit, and I'm going to use a flat brush to apply it, and I am going to use that much, and that much will cover my entire face. Everybody says just do your T-zone. I do like plus T-zone. I do here, 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 and here. Just because I notice that we do get little tiny imperfections, like little, I guess, like wrinkles. And this actually seems to help get rid of the little flaws and lines that we have. I really like it, and you can find it at any mall. Like, I know I got that one at Macy's, and I know that Sephora has it. I know Nordstrom's hasn't expanded over to Benefit yet, but I know that Sephora carries it, and that Macy's carries it because they do have Benefit. So I like it, and if you have like huge pores like I do, like you see like all in here, they help. Just like this stuff works amazing. So I really can't stretch it enough. If you have bad pores, I highly recommend looking into the Benefit Pore Minimizer. Works really good. Next, I'm going to apply the foundation with my foundation brush, which is by MAC. It's 187, and I'm going to use my Studio Sculpt foundation. Like I said, I use this napkin for everything. It just seems to help put your product on and you just throw it away when you're done. And literally all I use for my whole face is that little amount right there. The little blob of brown will cover the entire face. It looks brown, but really it's a neutral undertone with a little more pinks. Like I said, yellows don't work well for me. So I'm going to apply this. I'm looking in a mirror as I'm doing this, just because it's a little easier than looking at the phone. I can see more of what I need to fix. I always have to make sure to go in and really get it in the crack of my nose, because that's where I always notice that I always miss. And I always blend it down to my neckline, because that helps you not have that foundation line, because that's one thing that when I see people and their makeup looks great and then I see them turn their face, I'm like, okay, I don't know who didn't tell you, but when you can see the line in your face, that is too dark. So you always want to make sure to have it match your neckline. Unless you like that look, then to each its own, but it will make it harder for your makeup to look natural. So, and like I've said, I do feel a lot of little hairs on my face right now. That is from my brush, given the fact that I've had it for about 6 or 7 years now. So it's just, that's what they do when they get older. They just start getting little hairs all over. But the foundation looks good. So now what I'm going to do is I get a little brush to get little excess hairs. I get my little MAC brush, and I go through and I just kind of brush the little hairs off, because it looks like I'm really hairy, which I'm not at all. It's just when your brushes get old, they start to shed a little. So, okay, that wasn't that bad. It was only a few. This little brush just took them all, swooped them all off, which was great. So now I'm going to do my press powder, which is by MAC. And I'm going to do, that's a bronzy one. I have so much makeup in here, I should open them all. So I'm going to do my Light Plus, which is going to be, that's not the right one actually, sorry. I grabbed another one. I have a bunch of different press powders I've tried. This is my Light Plus. That's one that is like, has no color at all, so I don't want to do that one. So this is a Mineralized Light Plus by MAC. I apply it with a poofy brush because I just don't feel like I get the coverage I want with a little sponge. So I just get a poofy little brush and I just apply it. Like I said, I use my napkin for everything. That is like considered one of my must-have like tools because I just could get it and throw it away when I'm done. Just makes it easier. It's one less thing I have to do. And today I am going to put on a little bit of concealer because I do have a little bit of circles and they don't look very peeling today. So I'm going to add a little bit of concealer on. And for my concealer, I use Maybelline Instant Age Define. And I'm just going to put a little right there and on my nose. You can tell it's a little bit lighter because that's how it's supposed to look. Just leave that on for a minute. And I will use my little brush that I use to take off my little makeup hairs off with, which I gotta find. Here it is. So I have so many makeup brushes, it's crazy. And I'll just blend it out. And then it got rid of that poofy look. And I bought that over at my local Walmart. But I do know that other stores do carry it. It's just, I saw it there and I didn't want to spend a lot on concealer, so I tried it. For over the counter, it doesn't work bad. It works pretty good. And the color I had for that, which I forgot to tell you guys, I apologize. I'm just trying to get all the makeup processes done, is Ivory, which is really light. You always want to go lighter with your concealer because if you match it with your foundation, you're not going to be able to tell you're wearing concealer. So I got one lighter so you can't tell. And next I'm going to do my blush, which is going to be Warm Soul. And Warm Soul is a brown pink. You could use it as a bronzer or as a blush. Today I'm going to wear it as a blush. And I'm going to use my brush. I've had this brush forever. Works really good. I just washed it so it's nice and clean. I like an angle brush because to me, you could just put it on easier. So I just put it on the apple of my cheeks. And you can see exactly, it went nicely. This side obviously needs it, but that's how I like to do it, on the apple of the cheeks. And then it looks good. And so I'm going to do, today I'm not going to do bronzer because I don't want to be over bronzed. So, because sometimes if I put the bronzer on and if it mixes in with the blush, it looks all orange. So I'm not trying to do that. So I'm just going to do it this way today. Looking for my highlighter because I do like this highlighter that I got over at Walmart by Hard Candy. It's kind of nice, just the fact that it has 3 different colors. And everybody does highlighter different. So it's all a personal preference. So I'm going to use my little angle brush. And I'm going to put on the top, right here. I think I'm going to do this white color. And just put a little right there. So you can see it blends in really nice. This was at Walmart. It was about $6. Hey, that's good. Like I said, some stuff I do experiment with it. Little stuff and eyeshadows I like to try. And some eyeshadows do work good over the counter. But I have tried the e.l.f. eye primer. Because somebody's like, oh, it works just as good as Urban Decay. It didn't last all day at all. It was doing the creasy look. So I just personally didn't care for it. So I didn't buy it again. But today I'm going to use my eye primer. And today I'm going to use the original Urban Decay eye primer. And I like to apply this with a brush because it comes with a little wand. But I like to blend it out with a brush because I try not to use my hands as much as I can just because of the fact that your hands do get bacteria on them when you're doing makeup. So I try to, you know, not use my hands as much as possible. Because even after I get done with all of this, I'll wash my hands from putting the lotion on my face. Just because of the fact that I like my hands to be nice and clean when I have to go to work. And so that's how much I put on my eyes. Actually, need to put a little more on this side. I caught that right away. And like I said, this stuff lasts all day. It's really like magic. It's called potion, I believe it. It seems like it's like a magic potion because it makes your eyeshadow stay on all day and it's awesome. I have so many brushes. It's just like when I'm trying to look for the one I need, it's like impossible to find. So what I'll do, I'm just gonna use this guy because I can't find my other one. And I'm just gonna go through and I'm just gonna apply it on. You could use any flat brush. Like I said, I do this to prevent less bacteria and germs going on my face. Just because germs do go on your face when you touch your hands, touch your face. Your hands aren't clean. You're adding bacteria. That's when your pores break out. That's when you get pimples, and so it's just kind of better to be more sanitary. And today, I'm using my MAC palette, Power Hungry. All these colors right here. I'm not going to use all of them, but I'm going to start off with my light color right here on the lid. Like I said, some stuff by MAC I really do like. Like, I'm a really big fan of their eyeshadows and of their foundation and the pressed powders and bronzers. I like all their stuff. I do like their eye primer, but it's a little more tricky because it's in a little compact, so I have to apply it with a brush because it's kind of, you have to really blend it out because it's almost like wet. And next I'm going to do, the color is right there. Looks really light, but it's not. Like I said, everybody has their personal preference on how they do makeup. I think as long as you do the makeup how you feel comfortable, then that's really the most important thing. So everybody will tell you how to do it. At the end of the day, just do how you guys want to do it. Because if some people are like, oh, you have to use a brush, you have to use a sponge. No, it's personal preference. Because I know a lot of people that use brushes, and a lot of people that still like the sponges, and a lot of people like the Beauty Blender. So it's really all personal preference. So if somebody tries telling you, you have to do this way, then tell them, no, I want to do it the way I want to do it. Because you should never be pressured into doing makeup a different way than what you're used to. And now I'm going to put this on here. Yeah, I used to use, like once in a while, I'll use a brush. Once in a while, I'll use a sponge. It just all depends on the mood. Today, I just felt like doing the brush because I just cleaned them, so they're still nice and clean. But the other video, I did a sponge look. I don't mind using sponges once in a while, and I also don't mind using a brush. When my brush has a lot of product built up on it, that's usually when I'll go to a sponge, just because I don't want to get the bacteria all over. So next I'm going to do my mascara. This is always the longer process. So for my mascara, I'm going to use Urban Decay Provision mascara. And I got this at Macy's. It's a nice little thick wand. And I just found a bunch of little hairs. Give me a second. That guy's still new because I do go through my mascaras, and I could tell if I don't remember when I bought them. Time to switch them. This one I haven't had very long, but when you guys use mascara every day, you should be changing your mascara every 3 months. It sounds crazy, but it's true. Any retail counter could tell you that because it does get bacteria. And one thing I learned too, never share brushes with anybody, because even if your friend's got gorgeous skin, if you have them use your brushes and then you go use them, you're gonna break out. I used to have an ex-friend that used to try using my brushes, and I would like wash them like crazy because I don't like to share my brushes with other people using makeup because it's used to my skin. And I break out. If I eat something that doesn't agree with me, I'll break out really easy. So I just, just don't really like to share my brushes. Because, like I said, it's used to my skin. And I don't share mascara either because of the fact that, I don't want to get any kind of, nothing from anybody else. So it's always better to use your own makeup tools and your own mascara. Do not share it. If they can't afford their own mascara, then that's their bad. But you don't want to get an eye infection from it. So just, if they can't afford a lot of mascara, there is a lot of over-the-counter stuff that works pretty good. It just depends on my mood, what I want to wear. But there is a lot of over-the-counter that works good too. So I'm going to put one more mascara over this. I like my mascara to look really long. I kind of coat my mascara. You guys don't have to. It's just how I like my mascara. I like it nice and long and coaty. So this mascara is by Bare Minerals. It is a Lash Domination. Works pretty good too. And the over-the-counter ones that I like are Maybelline has actually pretty good mascara. This one by Maybelline, it's a Mega Plush. It works pretty good for over-the-counter if you're trying to get a nice look. I was kind of hesitant when I got it. I'm like, oh, it's not gonna work. Actually, works pretty good. I was surprised. Sorry, letting this dry a little bit. After I'm done with this, I will have to leave you guys, but I did want to do a makeup tutorial today. So now I'm going to use my translucent powder, one of my last steps, because, I forgot to do my brows. This will be the third last step. Gotta do my brows real quick. Almost forgot as it's looking at me. I'm like, yeah, I know, I need to do my brows today. This, like I said, this is a brow gel I just got, and I actually really like it and would buy it again. Works pretty good. I do like it. I'm impressed with it. And that's an over-the-counter one. It's not a fancy price one. It's one that I just got over the counter and saw it, and I'm like, I'm gonna try it. So now I apply that in there. And like I said, I do have to go to work in a minute here. Leave for work, it's about 10 minutes away. I swirl my stuff on. I just kind of put it on nicely. Okay, I tapped it a little too hard at the time. That was a little bit funny, but okay, got that done. And I'm going to do my lips real quick. I just had to look at the time real quick, so just give me 2 seconds, and I will be right back. Like I said, I do have to leave for work soon. Unfortunately, I just didn't look dead because I worked till midnight last night. Yep, about 5 minutes, okay. So I can finish up real quick. Okay, so, and that is, you could buy it at your local Macy's and Sephora. Like I said, not all cosmetic counters are carrying, excuse me, MAC yet, so that's where I happened to see it and was really recommended by the makeup artist, so I tried it and it works pretty darn good. I'm actually pretty impressed with it so far. It works nicely. And looking for my lipstick, which is buried in here somewhere. Here it is. This is by MAC. It is, like I said, I don't like a lot of color. In Lust. There we go. I just got a few little fuzzies to get off here. Like I said, if you guys notice your brush is doing that, it's not time to replace them. It just means they're getting old. If you take care of your brushes, they'll last you a long time. I don't even know how long I've had my Bare Minerals brushes. They're just from before. I just had no reason to get rid of them. They just work still good. And I'm like, you know, does that save me a few money? And they actually do work good with non-mineral makeup because I use it with my translucent powder. So they do work good with non-mineral makeup. Well, you guys, I have to get going. I hope you guys have a great Sunday. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Have a good day. Bye.